Here we have for you today is my 2014 HSV VF GTS. Sorry, if you're new to the channel, my name is Matt and thanks for tuning in to Curtis LSA TV. Here we have for you today is my 2014 HSV VF GTS. She has 721 horsepower on it. I've just had it recently serviced. I normally service my own vehicles, which is obviously oil and oil filter change and overall checks. But I've taken it into a proper mechanic. You know, I'm not a mechanic by any means. I thought it was best if I take it into a mechanic, get it properly checked, see what's happened. There is a couple of issues with her, so I'll get to that in today's video. And you're probably actually wondering what this is here. This is Farmers Union iced coffee. I was born in Adelaide, born and bred South Australia, and I drink this more than fucking water. So if there's anybody that's watching who's actually from Farmers Union and is interested in doing sponsorship with me, I can quite happily show this off during my videos. You know, it doesn't power my HSV, but it certainly powers me in the morning to get up and get going. So yeah, there's a little spot for you at Farmers Union. So yeah, let's get to today's video. She's been serviced, a couple of issues. My name's Matt and you're watching Curtis LSA TV. First issue on a GTS, I'll just pop up the bonnet. I've just been to a track session actually, so she's very dirty and it's actually raining today. So that's why she looks a little bit dirty. I'll just pop up the bonnet there. Where's the latch? Come on, where are you? Come on, you bloody thing. There it is. Now I'm told I've got a rocker cover or coil cover, whatever the fuck you want to call it these days, is actually leaking down there. I'm not going to touch it because it's baking hot. As I just mentioned before, I've just been at a track day session, so she's pretty hot. So you can look at this side, and then that side's pretty much clean. So yeah, I did notice that there, but I just assumed it was just engine grime, but they're telling me that this rocker cover here is actually leaking. So it's best to get it replaced. Not that difficult. Rocker covers are about $700-800 and it's not very much difficult. I have done it before on one of my V8s, changed the rocker cover over. So yeah, as you can quite clearly tell, it's all greasy down there compared to this side where it's not leaking. Looks brand new down there actually. Cool. Let's get to the next one. Now I'm told I've got a Sump gasket which is actually leaking. I can't show you that because the vehicle's not on jacks or a jack stand or whatever, but yeah, I'm told I have a Sump gasket leaking on my GTS. So we'll need to get that obviously checked. I might actually just leave that because I'm planning on rebuilding the engine anyway, so that's not a major drama. I've not noticed any oil leaks at home. On the driveway at home or nothing like that, so it's not obviously dripping out like a tap, but it is, I'm told from the mechanic that it is actually leaking. So I'm thinking about just leaving that for the moment and leaving that to the engine build, and I'll worry about it at that time. So let's get to the next problem. So the brake fluid was also flushed as well. It hasn't been done for about 3 years. It should be done every 24 months if you ask me. But you can see it's actually unfortunately stained the calipers. Not too bad at the front, but yeah, down here, rubbing that there, can't get that off. They're pretty much the same on all 4 calipers. So if you know anybody that can respray these back to sort of factory looking with the HSV logo, I'll show you this one here. This one's the worst. Can't get that one off, and then the final front one here. If you know anybody, put their name in the comments below, and then I'll get in contact with them. Someone sort of that's well known, not just a random dude that just does it for fun on the weekends. Yeah, get those calipers redone because it's starting to annoy me a little bit to get this off here. Next problem on my HSV GTS is the caster arms at the front are actually worn and broken and almost unfortunately unroadworthy, I'm told from the mechanic. I'll just put the camera in there and show you. I don't know if you can see them in there. A bit hard to sort of show you when the vehicle is not on jack stands and whatnot, but I'm told the caster arms are almost at breaking point on the front of my GTS. It's a common problem, I'm also told, with the VE and VF Commodore range. The actual caster arms will actually break and be worn beyond repair, so it's best to get those fixed over. Now the caster arms themselves plus getting fitted, I'm not going to do it myself, is about $1,200, $1,200, so I'll get that repaired pretty much straight away. But other than that, there's no other problems with GTS without going further into anything else without pulling the engine to pieces. So that was today's video, guys. That's just a couple of issues on my GTS. As I mentioned at the start of the video, I actually service my own vehicles with the oil and oil filter change, check the coolant as whatnot. I'd sort of take it in this time, see what's actually wrong with it. I'm not a mechanic, as I also stated at the front of this video. So yeah, there's a lot of things that I don't know about, but it's best to take it in, as you well know, owning vehicles yourselves. So nothing overly major wrong with GTS, just the front caster arms. I'm told by the mechanic that they're actually almost unroadworthy, so it's best to get those done. So if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing, liking and sharing. My name's Matt and you're watching Curtis LSA TV.